Coliseum, a place traveler calls home and the crowd loves to fight on when supporting the USC Trojans. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we'll see the number 23 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the fourth-ranked team in the land, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Trojans will kick it away first. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Notre Dame's offense takes the field. So much history and pageantry in this rivalry, guys, but the trophy, the jeweled shillelagh, is a little bit under the radar.
It is. It's beautiful to look at, but I think people are always just focused on these two blue blood programs. Notre Dame, USC. This is interconference, national championship, and Heisman implications seemingly always on the line late in the year when these two teams play.
Always so cool, coast to coast. Something matters, something on the line. You're right, this game is always fun to watch. The jeweled shillelagh.
They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Off the RPO, complete. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the run, it's Love. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good team.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. He's looking to throw it. Zings it complete to the right. There have been many memorable games in this rivalry. It was memorable for Notre Dame last year, not so much for SC as the Trojans got blown out.
No, and Notre Dame's a team that we've seen in the playoff in recent years, and they want to get there consistently. To do that, they've got to win rivalry games like this. You're going to play a big-time opponent like USC with all of that talent and that coaching staff. You're going to have to play at a very high level. Last year, David, they put the stomp down on the Trojans.
They did. They used that big shillelagh and laid the hammer and took care of business. And you've seen Notre Dame, have these years now where they've had really good seasons, but we want to see them build on it and do multiple good seasons in a row. That means beating your rival, beating USC consistently. This is what the Irish have today.
First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. So the USC Trojans offense will go to work for the first time. One thing to watch, can this guy get in the quarterback's head and make him take a peek at the rush, David?
Dang, Skippy, that's what you want to do. You want to make this guy a little bit more human and not as much of a game breaker at the quarterback spot. Get some pressure on him, hit him a few times.
He's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he can't hurt you if he's laying on his back, and this defensive end can put him there often.
He'll start this drive firing. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. After the misfire, it's second down. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Back to throw, it's Moss. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. He'll come out throwing on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Couldn't make the connection on first down. Now here on second. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34. This rivalry nearly 100 years old now, guys, dating back to when Newt Rockne had made the Irish a power and Howard Jones had done the same for the Trojans.
So many names, and then if you go recent, I mean, everybody remembers the Bush push and just so many great games in this matchup. Every year it seems like the game means a lot. And obviously, Palmer, you add a trophy, it just gets way better.
It's like the greatest players to ever do it. I mean, Joe Montana for Notre Dame, Marcus Allen, his Heisman Trophy with the Trojans. And you're right, we could go on and on and on. And it always seems like those guys played their best games in this rivalry classic.
Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the right. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. After the misconnection, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. And the Trojans getting set on 1st and 10. Quarterback checking the play. He wants to throw it again. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Line getting set on second down. To the air, it's Moss. Fires and picked off. Bringing it back. He's at the 50. The 30. Running inside the 20. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Irish. This D gave them exactly what they needed, not only with a stop, but with a touchdown.
And finding ways to impact the game early in the game, just make impact plays, right? The defense wants to create sacks, create turnovers. Great job creating the turnover and getting points off of it.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Off the play fake on first down. Wide open downfield. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. One big play and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. He's knocked down at the 34, but they're sort of hitting him in the mouth with a 6-yard pickup there. Quarterback checking off. On second down, he'll fire. Throws to the wideout. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming. Cross-country rivalry between these old foes. It started because Newt Rockne's wife wanted to go to California late in the season, and the next chapter unfolds today.
That sounds perfect. If my wife wanted to do it, it's the same thing I would do. Happy wife, happy life. It's always interesting to hear how these rivalry trophies come about, but I know one thing. USC, Notre Dame,
just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
And this junior loves to show off that big arm on first down from the 13-yard line. Quick pass on the fly motion. Touchdown, Trojans! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. From the gun, give on the inside. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. He'll pull it on the read. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the 1st down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On the run, it's Love. Got a little space. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. 1st down to start the drive after the break. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry. 3rd down, and this crowd is tearing the lid off this place. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target. They'll make the big play, get the touchdown.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Quarterback will audible. Dropping back, it's Moss. This time he's got his man. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. The Trojans with the 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Finds his man down the middle. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
These are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. These teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now, it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
They'll go to the air. Fires to the tight end. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, USC!
And I tell you what, this part of the field, once you start getting in the red zone and the field shrinks. You got more big bodies on the field. The running threat is real. Tight ends come on the field, and what happens? Run a little play action off of it, get it to the big fella. Nice plucking it out of the sky, getting the touchdown.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Here come the Irish, back on offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can...
Running wide open down the gut of the field. The 30. 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Notre Dame! You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Wants to throw. It's Moss. Finds his big tight end. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Looking to go up top on first down. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. After the misfire now on second down. He's looking to throw. He'll take another shot here. Makes a connection. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. This attack so lethal with that big play capability. Now first and 10 from the 29. He wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much. Let's see if they go back to the air on second down. He's looking to throw. Fires deep toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Trojans! Boy, these offenses are just making it look easy.
Defense optional in college football nowadays. So many weapons, so much speed on the field, so hard to defend. Defense, I don't know how you play. I really don't. Just try to get a stop, beg for one, please.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
You see it more and more. Smaller wide receivers. I don't care about their size anymore. I put them in the slot. I let them get a good matchup. They're so quick, people can't get their hands on them. They make plays, and I feed them the football. These are guys that have a lot of catches throughout a season.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Looking to throw for it. And it's incomplete on third down.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody dug their heel in the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got us. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Looking for room. It's Marks. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, it's Moss. Quick strike complete. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. And the Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on first down. He's got it on the left. Open runway ahead. He's at the 10. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Southern Cal. And with that latest touchdown, he's looking to etch his name alongside the Trojan Immortals at quarterback.
And there's so many stars that have played quarterback at USC that when they get the ball and they do their damage, guess what? They win big-time trophies. And this guy, you have days like this week in and week out, you will be recognized as the best player in college football.
Here come the Irish back on offense. This has been a spectacular offensive showcase so far, David.
This has been unbelievable. The fireworks has been amazing. This is modern offense now.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. They need something that goes forward this time on 2nd and long from the 14. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And before they can kick it, the receiving team's going to call a timeout. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He gets a block. And the returner will be dragged down. 1st down for this offense. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They'll immediately call timeout. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Back to pass, it's Moss. Pocket starts to collapse. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. The Trojans will call on their punt team. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. So the offense doesn't want to take a chance here. They'll just come out and take a knee and wrap up the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, think of all the legendary players who've been a part of this game. We have a few more vying for that status so far today in an always emotional fight for the jeweled shillelagh. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere, and I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the battle between USC and Notre Dame plays out.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the 2nd half. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28. Sometimes you wonder if rivals really don't like each other. This guy sure doesn't like anybody on the other side. He's tackling everybody.
And that's the kind of defender I want. The guy.
Oh, what a grab by the defense. Taking it the other way. Strikes the blow. He goes out of bounds, but he creates the turnover and a great opportunity for his offense. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. The give to the tailback. Still running at the 40. Oh, look out, there he goes. The 20. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Irish. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot, that he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Rifles it down the middle. No other words. That was just a terrible throw. Now 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Moss. Coming after it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Yeah, and this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB, finally getting some pressure, finally getting a big hit on him. That'll...
Racing to the right. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
Finds a little bit of room, give him a couple down to the 23.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 2nd down, wants to throw. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got it! Makes the catch with defenders everywhere, and now the defense backed up with a 1st and goal from the 5.
I really like this offense staying aggressive. They were in field goal range, but nice job on 3rd down. Forget that. Let's go get the 1st down. Let's throw the football. Nice read, nice catch. Now set up with a 1st and goal situation.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Trying to bully their way in. Touchdown, Trojans! And that one will put them up here in the 2nd half. Up and over, Yamo be there into the end zone.
And you don't want to leave your feet very often in football, but this is one of those areas where you do. In the end zone, near the goal line, you smell it. A lot of bodies in front of you. Just get up, get over top of them, get that touchdown.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. He'll do it himself. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Quickly complete. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Leonard. Floats it out in space. And that's a live ball. And the fumble goes out of bounds. They'll maintain possession, actually picked up yardage on the play. The drive continues after that fumble scare sent the offensive coordinator's blood pressure into orbit. Wants to fire on 2nd down.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
They're bringing heat. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. The Irish send out the punt unit. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Oh, man, that defensive back just hurled himself in there like a lightning bolt to get the quarterback.
And you see the speed, the closing speed to run, chase the quarterback, get him on the ground. That's why he plays defensive back. He looks like a pass rusher here, but you could definitely see he could hit that turbo.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. And the Trojans line up to punt it away. Nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. That is coverage just the way they designed it, and they've got them backed up. He'll keep it himself. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. If you don't tip the scales at 3 bills, stay on the sidelines. Big boys in the goal line D. Trying to pound it in. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And this is the area of the field where it gets really, really tough. Because the red zone, you know you got to run the football more. Well, this defense is #1 in the nation against the run. So I look for this offense to be more physical, be creative, try to find ways to run the ball against this defense that is so dynamic.
Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. To the air on 1st down. And incomplete on the deep ball. 2nd and 10 after the previous play. Looking to pass. It's Moss. Trying to get to it. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. A strike downfield. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. The Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. Give to the running back. He's knocked down at the 34, but they're sort of hitting them in the mouth with a 6-yard pickup there. 6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 4. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Soft spot in the middle. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. And the Trojans are rolling down the field. Running the red zone. It's Marks. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Touch pass on the jet sweep. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside. And David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody...
He felt the heat, trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or two. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Just drives it between the uprights. And they'll push that lead out a little further. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the fourth quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a two-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. And now on second down for this offense. Looking for a man, it's Leonard. Finds the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. They'll try to run for it. And he gets it out past the sticks, and Notre Dame will have a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. After ripping off a big chunk of yardage, you figure they're going to go right back after him. 1st and 10 from the 31. He's going to pass. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. They'll try to get on the same page this time. 2nd and 10 from the 31. They'll go to the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want.
He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Might be the worst-case scenario for this defense. Thought they'd held them to 3. Now the offense with a chance for more. From the red zone, looking for a man. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on second down. To the air, it's Leonard. Fires to the end zone. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. First down here for the offense. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
Well, the offense has the lead, and we call this 4-minute offense. This is a situation that teams around the country practice, having the lead late in the game and needing to ice it by running the football and throwing high-percentage passes.
Dragged down at the 30 after a 5-yard gain. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Out of the gun to give to the back. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. Right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
The Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. They'll throw it on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? Just inside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 19. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Throws to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He'll just keep slinging it. Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be 3rd down.
Yeah, and this quarterback's got to know that this isn't practice. This isn't back with his QB guru. He's not trying to throw around brooms or around big bags. That is an arm attached to a body that bench presses.
Touchdown, USC! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. Traveler in the entire Trojan Nation starting to feel their oats as SC has built a lead in this one.
I'm impressed, too, with the Trojans in this one. They've got a lot of competition in conference week in, week out. You don't get a break when you go out of conference to play Notre Dame, but mentally, they've had a lot left in the tank. They are dominating Notre Dame here, Dave.
And it's so fun to watch year after year. Great uniforms, great football. This matchup, the Jewel Shillelagh, every single year is always fun to watch.
Back to throw, it's Leonard. Intercepted.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. 4th quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
Leaves it with the back. They get him down, tough run, picks up 4. They'll mark it at the 19.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Now on 2nd down. He'll try it again. Shakes off the tackler. He's now up to 71 yards on the ground so far in this one, and he is closing in on that 1,000-yard mark. Down to the 12-yard line, it's 1st down.
42 Spider, 4-2 Spider.
Motion from the offense. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Touchdown, Trojans! And the punishment has been extended.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
52, Notre Dame, 28.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here come the Irish back on offense. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense, defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to quit.
They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense, they've been so good, man. Dialed in, you could tell. They were ready, they were fast, they were physical. They dominated this football game today.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
I bet it felt good to hit that quarterback late until you got an earful from the coach and cost your defense 15. To throw, it's Leonard. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one. After misfiring, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd down, going up top. He lofts it high and deep down the left side.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like, they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. So hope stays alive. The undefeated season lives on as they inch closer to that 12-0 goal and what they hope will be a berth in the college football playoff.
And I'm just so impressed with the mindset of this football team each and every week. They're poised, they're focused, they have a good game plan, they know who they are, and they go out and they execute. It's as if they're not even thinking about the college football playoff. David, they're just trying to be the best version of themselves each and every week.
And it sounds cliche and it sounds stupid, but know who you are, do it well, don't beat yourself. All those things are the things that coaches are going to say, but you can tell this team's done a great job up until this point. I got a feeling they're going to finish really strong, and I got a feeling those college football playoffs are right around the corner.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.